This is the story of the wrong diagnosis. When I was being born, my head got stuck and the doctors had to use a suction machine to help me out. My head was unshaped for a few days, but it eventually went back to normal. My mum and dad started to notice when I was 7 that something was wrong with me. I wasn't interacting with other boys and girls. I was always going off on my own and I felt out of place. My mum took me to all kinds of doctors to try and see what was wrong, but they couldn't find anything wrong. Then I went to a clinic where I got tested for ADD, attention deficit disorder. The man said to my mum and dad, "Your daughter has ADD, a condition which affects a lower part of Amy's brain." I was too young to understand what it was I had. Then when I was about 20, I went to see a psychologist, and I went there for about 10 weeks, and each time I went, I was finally starting to realise what was wrong with me. A learning disability. It took 20 years to find out what was actually wrong with me. I left school in 4th year because I felt my school couldn't help me anymore. The work placements I went on after I left school with the employment agencies were not helpful at all. They would leave me to do tasks on my own and didn't give me any help. This made me feel like no one understood. It felt like there were barriers up around me all the time. Once I had the correct diagnosis, I was referred to occupational therapy. They spent time getting to know me, and they gave me a 6-month placement at Clever House with the learning disability team learning admin skills. Nikki was my support worker and understood what I had and wrote down tasks for me to do and always helped me if I needed it. My next placement was at the McManus Galleries, and that took me a while to get used to, but my confidence has got better at the McManus since I started there. I'm starting to believe in myself and not doubt myself, which I used to do a lot. I wanted to volunteer at the McManus because I like to help give ideas and learn about the McManus creative learning activities. Volunteering at the McManus has brought me out of my shell, and it's taught me how to be myself around other people. It's opened a door, and I've met some fantastic people like Kim and Cheryl from the creative learning team, creators, visitor assistants, freelance artists and retail staff. I've just been made a permanent volunteer at the museum, and it feels good. I've also begun a 3-month placement in the Wellgate Library, and that's good as well. This year I've learned a lot about myself. I feel like I can do anything and achieve anything.